Hey guys, picked up a few classic 8-bit titles, 4 for the Sega Master System and 1 for the NES. Now the NES title is a game that any shooter fan should have in their collection. I've been looking forward to getting it for ages. I'm a huge fan of the series, have many of the games from the series on different platforms, and am a huge fan of the spin-off series, the Parodius games, and of course the great Life Force Salamander on the NES. But now I have Gradius, where it all started, the legendary side-scrolling shmup, Konami's masterpiece, and in anticipation of this arriving in the mail, I went and watched Classic Game Room's 2-part review on this just to get me amped, and it surely did. So, yeehaw! Now the Sega game, I wasn't really looking at picking this up, only because I'm a huge fan of the series, but I always thought, you know, why would I want to play the 8-bit version when I can play the great 16-bit version on the Mega Drive? But I picked it up cheap at Cash Converters, just out of curiosity basically, but I'm glad I did. I was really blown away by Ghouls and Ghosts. Visually on the Master System, up there, right at the top for graphic presentation, awesome graphics, and most importantly the gameplay's there, so faithful to the Mega Drive version. Like the stages are basically the same, the bosses play a bit differently, but a bit more simplistic in the Master System version. It's probably a good thing for some, but they've changed a lot of the gameplay around, and it's not really stripped back. You retain most of your weapons, but it's basically you upgrade in shops and you have like a power meter, like a magic meter and a shield meter, which comes in handy obviously, and is much more forgiving than the Mega Drive version in that respect, that you can get away with more hits, etc. Really fun. You play, you know, you just got to still loop it. I played through to the last boss just for a quick first run. That didn't take long, but look forward to finishing it. And such a great conversion. Of course, the Mega Drive conversion was a great conversion of the arcade. So just props all around. And if you're like me and initially thought, why would you get this because of the superior, or what I, 16-bit version, this is a great game in its own right. Recommend it. Now, 2 absolute classics here. It's going to be a nostalgic overload when I do put them on, because back in the day when I did thrash the Sega Master System, my best mate, he owned Sonic 1 and 2, and we thrashed these games so much. They're such great games that we mastered them to the point where we'd finish them, and the standard was you had to finish it with 14 lives left over. I think that was the maximum amount of lives you could have on Sonic. We just knew the game inside out, and just true gems. And I just had to have them back in the in the collection again, because I never actually had these back in the day, and just no-brainers really. They are complete, but sort of tatty manuals. But not too fussed when it comes to Master System games, because the manuals are tatty anyway, those blue and white things. And finally, not really a classic, I suppose, not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm a huge fan of the Chopper Lifter game on the Master System, and this was going really cheap, and it looked like it was basically extended on that sort of gameplay of Chopper Lifter Air Rescue. Looks like it's improved on the graphics as well. That sort of reconnaissance, shoot things, pick people up, bring them back to base, etc. Gave it an initial whirl and got my comeuppance. Definitely a steep learning curve, but definitely looks like it's got potential. If you played this before, let me know what your thoughts are on it, because honestly, you haven't. I only gave it a quickie, just a quick blat. But that's it. But definite highlight, Gradius, and I've got to recommend Ghouls and Ghosts in the Master System, guys. Choice. See you later.